Master Frodo, if I take one more step, I'll be the furthest from home I've ever been, Sam. So by now, everybody should know what the Hobbit... Huckleberry Ferry! Not now. Everyone should know what the Hobbits were doing, what adventure they were going on in Middle-earth. Contrary to popular belief, they weren't looking to destroy Sauron, no. They had more selfish interests in mind. To unlock this legendary treasure chest, and what could be inside of it? Hello there. The chest is here. I got it right here. I like gold. We've got Anno 1800 Pioneers Edition. Looks like a book. I'm going to read this, so I'm going to get back to you with my favorite picture. I'll see you in a few hours. Found it. Now, we've also got some digital content here with this code that I shouldn't show you guys, because you could use it. And here's another one. Well, it looks like I've got a letter written to me. The Anno 1800 Battle of the Ages is upon us. You'll go head-to-head against Ohmwrecker. In a winner-takes-all battle, you'll need a loyal fan to stand by your side and be your partner in this 2v2 battle. But first, they must prove themselves worthy. You need to play Anno 1800 and build the most impressive city possible. Take a picture and then reply to my tweet that's going to be linked in the video description below with the picture of your city in the hashtag Anno 1800 Baron. And these pictures must be shared before the 10th of July to be eligible for entrance in this grand battle. If we win, we get $1,000, which I'm gonna give entirely to you. And if you don't already own the game, that's fine. It's currently on sale right now in the Ubi store. Once again, link in the video description. This is like one of the coolest sponsorships that I've ever gotten because it's a way that I can give back to you guys. All right, now back to the battle. So you mean to tell me that's what... Oh my gosh. It's Cyclops Sam. So that's what the Hobbits were doing all this time. Other than clearly covering Sam's cycloptic... Is that a word? Nature. Or were they trying to fight the Dark Lord Sauron with the help of their friend Strider or Aragorn? Now, what isn't told in the stories is all of the minions that they had to fight along the way. Notably, the peasant faction. It was an army of bandits that were protecting the treasure chest, but also looting passers-by. They'd loot their gold and clearly not spend it on clothes, but they would spend it on armor and a crown, which did take up a lot of the savings for their king here. So, the peasant king, he's a big bully, but needless to say, our heroes did triumph. Or so they thought. Because, you see, that's the problem with peasant kings. If they're not ordained by God, or at least claim to be ordained by God, then I guess you could just crown a new one. And he could bring back one of the most fabled units of all of Tabsdoniumness. Is that a word? I don't know. The Poachers. You remember the Poachers? Oh my gosh, this was early Tabs, one of the first units removed. So needless to say, the Peasant King has brought a little bit more to the table. To fight Aragorn, Sam, Frodo, Pippin, and Merry. Oh, we got some hobbits with some arrows in another regions. It does not feel nice, but don't worry. I believe it's Pippin can throw some shuriken. I guess he likes to throw. I think it's from like the moment where he was throwing rocks, right? Oh my God, this is not good. Pippin, hold on. You know that the hobbits can't die, right? Oh, that's strange. The Deus Ex, are you holding a fish? He is holding a fish. He's holding two fish. Did he block it? Oh my God, I really hope that he blocked that arrow with a fish. So yes, I believe, Pippin is using two, hold on, let's pause time. Are those salmon? Google, what does a salmon look like? Oh yeah, that's a salmon. I thought he was dabbing with a third arm. But it's just a cloak. Anyway, okay, so Frodo's got a sword, Sam's got a pot, Pippin is throwing vegetables, I think, or some kind of weird looking rocks. Oh, someone lost their sword. Whose giant Zweihander's flying up in the air? Like he just doesn't care. Is that Aragorn? Aragorn, are you swinging your sword even, buddy? You're supposed to be like one of the best warriors. I mean, aren't you Númenorian? Or like from Arnor, right? The Rangers are from Arnor? Or Númenor? I don't know. But probably one of the strangest things, and it makes sense why it wasn't included in the book, was when our 5 favorite heroes, well, where's Gimli? Someone's gotta call it a mine. Ended up fighting, hold on a second. Daenerys? Daenerys of the House Targaryen, first of her name, the Unburnt, Queen of the Andals, the Rhoynar, and the First Men, Queen of Meereen, Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, Protector of the Realm, Lady Regent of the Seven Kingdoms, Breaker of Chains, and Mother of Dragons? Is that you? And is that a totally accurate dragon? I bet you can't ride it. This has to be the most absurd thing I've ever seen in a tabs mod. This is Game of Thrones, Daenerys Stormborn riding a dragon. Well, if our heroes can beat her, she will join them. So let's see what it's gonna take to beat. Oh my god, if it starts breathing fire, I will lose it. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Aragorn is getting burnt. I don't think anyone can throw anything except maybe Pippin. We're gonna need some help from some other hobbits, I think, because by being able to shoot fire, I think this is a little ridiculous. Hold on. Daenerys, chill out. I know you're the Unburnt, but others are not. Okay, so we have a script that we're trying to follow and you're ruining it. Hey, I don't know. The hobbits got reinforcements. They're all Pippins who throw stuff. I'm not the one who makes the rules. Actually, you are. You're right, Aragorn. Very perceptive. I do make the rules. I get to do this. And then I get to decide that this is the most hilarious looking dragon I've ever seen. Okay, so hopefully all these Pippins here have enough projectiles to silence. Oh my god, Daenerys just fell. I can't, no, the dragon definitely looks still alive. I think they're juggling her with the kinetic force of, I don't know, are those like gray looking carrots or something? Look at this dragon. Hold on, look at this. He's looking the other way. I just picture him going, ha ha, and just like screaming off into like the sky like he just learned to breathe fire or something just absolutely silly and definitely totally accurate. As his spine is getting broken. Hold on, did he just... Oh my gosh, I was gonna say, if you can push the dragon out of bounds, that's gonna be impressive. So, needless to say, we've got a little bit of a tabs mod. Yes, Game of Thrones versus Lord of the Rings. Derpiest dragon ever? Okay, the dragon's confused. You now join the side of the hobbits, and oh, I wish there were hobbits mounted on dragons. Well, look how the turntables. This looks like the wall that is north of Winterfell, keeping the true north and the wildlings and the White Walkers away from the Sylvan realms of Westeros. But I thought Daenerys was gonna be here, right? Oh, she is, with all three of her dragons. Yeah, there's Drogon. And there's Viserion, and there's Rhaegal. Well, why would they be all gathered unless... Oh god. Yep. Just as I thought. What are you waving at? Oh, you're holding a spear, okay. It's the Night King, and it looks like he's on like one of those little rides outside of the Walmart that you put a quarter in and you put your little toddler in and amuse them for 30 seconds. No, it is the Night King, his White Walkers, and we've got some whites. So the whites kind of blend in on the ice here, but don't worry, they'll be back if they learn how to walk, I guess. Because right now, we have... Oh my gosh, it is glorious! Game of Thrones versus Lord of the Rings. I guess it's Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones. Because this is one of the coolest mods ever! But here, the Night King is getting scorched McTorched, and don't worry. If Sam can make wonders out of a little bit of rosemary and some potatoes and oil, I would imagine, I can't even begin to imagine, I guess is more appropriate, the types of meals he could make with mammoth meat. Although, I guess it is undead, so maybe he can't make anything out of it. It's dead. Rigor mortis. It's gross. Okay, who's alive? Is it the Night King? Come on, hobbits! The hobbits are going to Isengard. They cannot be stopped. The Night King's over here dancing and getting scorched, and I love it, because, oh, the dragons do actually do some, downward attacks. Sam and, Merry and the merry band of hobbits are, oh, it looked like the Night King was picked up for a second. The dragons are trying to eat him. But remember that the Night King can't be burned, much like Daenerys. Maybe they were related. Maybe they were cousins. I don't know. But yeah, okay. So the Night King is gonna go away for a little while. He's sitting in timeout. Well, our heroes, kind of came upon this deserted village. Or so it seemed at first, because what they didn't know, but I did obviously, was that there's freaking zombies infected by the rage virus, running down the streets, coming out of the windows, the doors, the gardens, the arcades. Oh, no, not the right time. Definitely no arcades at this time. Daenerys, you're not gonna leave these poor little hobbitses What are they doing? Oh. Those zombies were a little scared of dragons, so we got the non-scared kind that are like brains. And Daenerys, I really hope you're not trying to burn Aragorn just because, you know, he's not Jon Snow. He is a little bit taller though, so I thought that it was more your type, but maybe, just maybe, you've got a vendetta against Lord of the Rings in that, given how the last season ended for you, Lord of the Rings is still the best fantasy movies and books ever. I'm sorry, but it is, because of how the show ended. You had a chance, Game of Thrones! You had a chance! Oh, I'm sorry. Back to the scourging, the scouring of the Shire. How'd they word it? They worded it in the books, which it was a shame that wasn't ever in the movie. So yeah, Daenerys burns everybody. Ha! Poor zombies. Where's your zombie king? Oh no! That's zombie Aragorn. It'd be such a shame if he fell down the pit and then he were just to magically come back in the next one. Hello, Gandalf. Oh god, they're jumping at her. That's bad. Okay. Oh, the little hobbits. The little hobbits. The hobbits aren't going to Isengard, they're zombie hobbits. But this amazing little tower is presenting them an opportunity to try to jump? My words don't work. Much like this one's twerking ability. Yeah, they can jump at the dragon, or drump, I guess. Is a dragon jump? I don't know. But today is not that day. I mean, we're here at the temples trying to uncover the mystery of the zombies. Who created the zombies? You guys know this is a trap, right? Who did create the zombies? If it's a trap, I sure hope you brought your dragons. Shoot, boys, don't leave home without them. Well, enough of my terrible script. This is clear that Daenerys has brought her dragons, and our heroes have tried to uncover the mysteries of the zombie plague. And wouldn't you know it, the Night King, as is foretold in the Lord of the Rings books, totally accurate versions anyway. Oh my god, look at this zombie's eyes. It's a white, technically, because they're white walkers, so they're white, but it's spelled W-I-G-H-T. I know it's a little bit confusing, but they laid an ambush for our heroes, so let's see how Rhaegal, Viserion, and Drogon here, if they can learn to fly, not backwards, where it looks like their backs are breaking and they're doing some crazy yoga poses. Dragons, you are required for combat. Oh my god, we need, you know what? Bad idea. Ah, that's better. A totally accurate battle formation in totally accurate battle simulator. Look at that, Daenerys. Oh my god, Daenerys is still trying to burn a little bit of, Aragorn there, but don't worry, I think them fighting together with the dragons flying overhead, I think they have a chance to finally defeat the Night King and really find out, like, who was it that gave the Night King his powers? That's the greatest mystery in Game of Thrones, but I think we know who it was. We just don't want to admit it, because we don't want to name him, we don't want to say he's back, and no, I'm not talking about Voldemort, although, oh my god, a Harry Potter faction would be pretty incredible. Oh my god, that's a terrifying sight. This is what looks like if the hobbits and Aragorn did turn to the dark side, but don't worry. I mean, Aragorn was just a ranger, right? So there was other rangers, including this boy soldier. So, you know what? They joined the fray too. And oh, the whites, there's less of them now. It's crazy how totally accurate my storytelling can be when we have a narrative we want to achieve, and sometimes the battles don't play in our favor. But anyway, it's J.R. Tolkien's work, and George R.R. Martin, not mine, definitely not. This is the totally accurate abridged version after all, right? Oh my gosh, the White Walkers have their ice spears, they're throwing them at the dragons. Luckily the dragons are dodging most of them. Although this one's got one in his head, but he's still fighting. Remember, totally accurate abridged version. It's just the way it's supposed to be, although things are turning poorly. Anyway, wow, look over here where the story is still holding the script. This man is pondering, how did Baron mess this one up so terribly? Well, you don't have any toes, so you shut up. Oh, you want to know who gave the Night King his powers, huh? Well, I'll tell ya. It was Sauron. Sauron, I believe it's Sauron, but every now and then. Anyway, the Dark Lord himself, the most evil, and he's got more of a story arc than you ever did, Night King. And you know it. And that's why you can't sleep at night. And why most of us are still mad about the last season. It didn't exist. Anyway, back to script. Sauron right now, he doesn't have a mace, but I believe that can change in time. A lot of these mods are works in progress, much like my storytelling abilities. But needless to say, after mustering most of the surviving people in Westeros, Essos, and Middle-earth, Our heroes, Daenerys Targaryen, Aragorn, Longstrider, Frodo, Sam, Pippin, and Merry. Yeah, and then many of the peoples of the free kingdoms, and I don't know. Anyway, they had to fight all the bad guys, right? The Peasant King. What are you even doing here? The Night King. Wow, there's a lot of kings here, and Sauron and his army of now conveniently no longer zombifying, just regular, I don't know, cultists? Yeah, cultists, right? Look at that. Woo! We've got the final battle. And I've got to say, this is probably the silliest battle scripting I've ever had, but I really love it. I really kind of love how we have a Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings crossover in a totally accurate way. But I would love to see these mods advance and go further and us to get more and more and more. Because I think that what has been set here is pretty impressive as this mammoth just trucks over all the poachers. It looks like he's a little more nimble than most of them. The dragons are doing well. Guys, that's the Night King. He's got a sword that really hurts. Yeah, I know. Most swords hurt. Actually, I'm pretty sure all swords hurt, but oh my god, did he just sucked them in. And then he's smacking them in the face, dudes. Shoot him with some arrows, man. I wonder how many arrows this guy could take. So as the dragons are fighting Sauron, all the hobbits, they ran away. They found out that the local pub had beers and pints, and I kid you not, their first words were, "They come in pints? I want one." And so, needless to say, in the fields overlooking Mount Olympus, you know, where Zeus and Hera and all of them hang out, our little hobbits are just having a nice little pint in a local tavern, while leaving Daenerys' dragons to finish off Sauron and the Night King, and Sauron, as is his way, decides to ride his sword like a horse, because he thinks it looks like a broomstick, and he would love a Harry Potter mod. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching another episode of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Thank you, Ubisoft, for sponsoring this video. Remember to click the link in the video description below to participate in the contest for Anno 1800. Anyway, you guys are amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next Totally Accurate video on Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Anyway, bye-bye!